What trickery is this? Mal'Ganis! I don't know how you survived, but
Calm yourself, Prince Arthas. I am Tichondrius. Like Mal'Ganis, I am a Dreadlord. But I am not your enemy. In truth, I've come to congratulate you.
Congratulate me?
By killing your own father and delivering this land to the Scourge, you have passed your first test. The Lich King is pleased with your enthusiasm.
Yes. I've damned everyone and everything I've ever loved in his name. And I still feel no remorse, no shame, no pity.
The rune blade that you carry was forged by the Lich King and empowered to steal souls. Yours was the first one it claimed.
Then I'll make do without one. What is the Lich King's will?
The cult of the damned must be rallied once again. Many of the acolytes have been in hiding amongst the populace. Once you've rallied them, I will give you further instructions.
Tread lightly. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. This is more like it.
Greetings, great lord. Our master, Kel'Thuzad, told us that you would come.
Kel'Thuzad? How could he have known it?
Be wary. If the townsfolk see your undead minions, they'll call the local guards to stop you.
Tread lightly. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Speak, fool. Finally.
Help, the undead has returned.
This is more like it. Now, Frostmourne. Finally.
Prince Arthas, arm yourselves!
No one orders me around. Speak, fool. Tread lightly. Ah, at last.
The undead! Sound the alarm!
Finally.
Help! The undead have returned.
Frostmourne hungers. Your pain shall be legendary. You will know endless torment. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. Finally. Faithless coward. Frostmourne
Seek out the local graveyards. Those buried there will serve you well.
Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. Finally.
I shall be your eyes. I go unseen.
Speak, fool. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Finally. Ah, at last. Finally.
What needs revealing? Let's see.
What is it now?
Help,
Frostmourne
the undead
hungers.
has returned.
You will know endless torment. Ah, at last. Now, Frostmourne. I'll make sure you suffer.
The damned
Frostmourne
stand ready.
hungers. Tread lightly. Finally. No one orders me around. Speak, fool.
I shall be your eyes. I go unseen. I'll
No
look
one orders
into
me
it.
around. Frostmourne hungers.
My sight's yours. Let's see.
What is it? Finally.
Mercy, my lord.
For the Lich King. Ah, at last.
The damned stand ready.
Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. At last.
The dead have
Finally.
risen again.
Now.
Guards!
At last.
The undead! Sound the alarm!
This is more like it.
How could you murder your own father?
This is more like it.
I bow to your
know
will.
endless.
Tread lightly.
Must be.
Speak, fool. No one orders me around. Frostborn hungers. Tread lightly. Speak, fool. What is it? This is more like it. Speak, fool.
Must be.
No one orders me around. What is it now? Finally. Tread lightly. Speak, fool. What is it now? Speak, fool. What is it now? At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Your pain shall be legendary. Speak, fool. No one orders me around. What is it now? Tread lightly. For the Lich King. Your pain shall be legendary. No one orders me around. Tread lightly. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. What is it now? Now, Frostmourne. Speak, fool. Tread lightly. No one orders me around. Tread lightly. What is it now?
What needs revealing? All shall be revealed.
No one orders me around. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
I shall be your eyes. I go unseen.
What is it now? At last. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Your pain shall be legendary. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Frostmourne hungers. At last. This is more like it. At last.
Stand ready.
Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
The undead has returned.
You will know endless torment. Tread lightly. Finally.
The
Frostmourne
damned
hungers.
stand ready.
At last.
Help!
Frostborn
The undead have
hungers.
returned.
This is more like it. Frostborn hungers. Ah, at last. No one orders me around. Frostborn hungers. Speak, fool. This is more like it. Frostborn hungers.
What needs revealing?
No one orders me around. Finally. Ah, at last. I'm in luck. These graves were dug recently. Arise, in the name of the Lich King. What is it now? Faithless coward. I'll make sure you suffer. Tread lightly. Speak, fool. Finally. Frostborn hungers.
I live
Finally.
only to serve, great lord.
Ah, at last. Frostborn hungers. No one orders me around. Finally. Ah, at last.
My sight is yours. Let's see. All shall
Tread
be
lightly.
revealed.
What is it now? Frostborn hungers. This is more like it.
Say your prayers. Bandits,
At last. Frostborn hungers. This is more like it. Finally. This is more like it. Tread lightly. What is it now? Speak, fool. No one orders me around. Frostborn hungers. For the Lich King,
I bow to your will.
this is more like it.
Must be.
Tread lightly. What is it now?
What needs revealing? Let's see. I'll look into
Tread lightly. Ah, at last. Frostborn hungers. Speak, fool. Finally.
I live only to serve, great lord.
Tread lightly. Frostborn hungers. Speak, fool. Finally. Frostborn hungers. No one orders me around. Tread lightly. What is it now? Speak, fool. No one orders me around. Speak, fool.
The damned stand ready.
Finally. This is more like it. Tread lightly. Finally. Ah, at last. Finally. This is more like it. Frostborn hungers. This is more like it. Frostborn hungers. This is more like it. Frostborn hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostborn hungers. Ah, at last. Frostborn hungers.
I shall be your eyes.
What is it now? Finally. Ah, at last. Speak, fool. What is it now? Finally. Frostborn hungers. No one orders me around. Speak, fool. At last. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Now, Frostmourne. Tread lightly. What is it now? Finally. Speak, fool. What is it now? Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. At last.
What needs revealing?
What is it now? Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally. Tread lightly. At
My
last.
sight is yours.
What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. Speak, fool. At last. Frostmourne hungers. At last. No one orders me around. Finally. Tread lightly. What is it now?
The damned stand
Faithless
around. What needs revealing? I go unseen.
Tread lightly. What is it now? At
Mercy,
last.
my lord.
This is more like it.
I live only to serve.
At last.
Burn in hell.
Your pain shall be legendary. No one orders me around. What is it now? For the Lich King. Tread lightly. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers.
The dead have risen again.
At last.
Guards!
Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Your pain shall be legendary.
The damned
This is
stand
more
ready.
like it. Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. No one orders me around. Speak, fool. At last. Finally. Tread lightly.
Mercy, my lord.
Frostmourne hungers.
The
This is
undead!
more like it.
Sound the alarm!
Finally.
You've betrayed us all.
What is it now? Speak, fool. No one orders me around. This is more like it. Tread lightly. At last.
Must be.
What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
My life for Nazul.
This is more like it. At last. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers.
Mercy, my lord.
The
Now,
undead has
Frostmourne.
returned.
You will know endless torment. I'll make sure you suffer.
This is more like it.
The dead have risen again. Guards!
Finally.
Mercy, my lord.
Kill them all! I'll make sure you suffer.
This is more like it. Speak, fool. No one orders me around. What is it now? No one orders me around. Tread lightly.
Must be.
I shall be your eyes. Let's see.
What is it now?
I live
Finally.
only to serve, great lord.
Tread lightly. For the Lich King. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
Your pain shall be legendary.
What is it now? Ah, at last. Speak, fool. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers.
Must be.
What is it now? Tread lightly. Finally.
Must be. Must be.
Speak, fool. What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
Must be.
Speak, fool. Tread lightly. What is it now? No one orders me around. Frostmourne hungers.
Must be.
Speak, fool. This is more like it. What is it? Tread lightly.
Must be.
Speak, fool.
Must be.
Tread lightly. What is it now?
My sight is yours. All shall be revealed. Let's see.
No one orders me around. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Speak, fool. This is more than it. Now, tread lightly. I'll make sure you suffer. No one orders me around. What is it now? Ah, at last. Finally. This is more like it. Tread lightly. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it.
Mercy,
Finally.
my lord.
This is more like it.
The dead have risen again.
Frostmourne hungers.
My life for
This is
Nezul.
more like it. Finally. Ah, at last. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Finally.
I shall be your eyes. I'll look.
Speak, fool.
Inventory is full.
This is more like it.
My life for
Stand
Nezul.
ready to serve, great lord.
Tread lightly. Finally. Speak, fool. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Tread lightly. Speak, fool. What is it now? Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Speak, fool. This is more like it. Ah, at last. Tread lightly. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last.
Must feed.
What is it now? This is more like it. Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
The damned stand ready.
No one orders me around.
Well done, Death Knight. The cult is nearly assembled.
Lordaeron lies in ashes. What good are these cultists to us now?
They will aid you in your next undertaking.
And what's that?
You will go to Underhall and recover the remains of the Acolyte's former master, the necromancer, Kel'Thuzad.